Drawing figures in perspective. I know you suck at it, but I'm gonna make you suck less. Alright, so this is a simple 1-point perspective, okay? Now the most important thing to remember about drawing various objects or various characters in a scene or in perspective is the horizon line, okay? The horizon line is the most important thing because that indicates whether an object is placed above or below, okay? That indicates how an object will appear. So for example, this box right here, you can see the underside of the box because it is placed above the horizon line. Whereas this box over here, you can see the top part of the box because it is placed below the horizon line. So that is exactly how you put objects in perspective. You just draw the object that you want to put according to the perspective guides. And the most efficient way to do it is by drawing boxes, okay? You can use other objects like a sphere or a cylinder or a cone or something like that, okay? But the boxes is what is gonna help you to have that three-dimensionality in any scene whatsoever. Never ever underestimate the power of drawing boxes, okay? Now, once you've learned to draw boxes in the scene, the next step that you can take is draw all these various objects onto the boxes, okay? So this is kind of like a cloth or a paper or whatever you want to call it. Then this is an indent inside the box, and then what you can do is you can put a sphere above the box, or you can just place a cone over here like so. So this is how you actually learn to draw in perspective. Once you achieve this, the next step is to draw figures. Break down the figures into simple box shapes. And this is exactly why I said that you should draw cubes or boxes in perspective or in a scene, okay? That you should literally master drawing them, because this is what is going to allow you to face the figure properly in perspective, alright? So break down the figure into simple boxes or cubes or whatever you want to call it, okay? You can also use a cylinder for the arms and feet like this. Now for the feet also, for the face you can just use a circle or a sphere. Even for the neck you can use a cylinder. So the bottom line is break down the figure into simple shapes, okay, into simple constructive shapes, and that will allow you to draw a figure in whatever way you want, wherever you want the figure to face, okay? So for example, over here I'm facing this character over here, and this one is like this. So these two are facing not exactly in front of each other but slightly offset. You can see that this guy is much closer to us because he is much closer to the camera, okay? And this guy is sitting far away from us because he's further away into the distance, okay, into this vanishing point over here. And then there is this guy. This kid is literally facing towards us. Now how did I do that? I was able to do that because I knew how to draw these boxes in perspective, okay? Because my brain understands how I need to draw boxes in perspective, okay, wherever I wanted. So for example, if I wanted to draw a guy over here, I would do so like this. This is it. This is the secret of drawing figures in perspective, okay, of putting figures in a scene. And then you can combine these figures by drawing some object over here. So something like a football or a ball or something, or a cone, or something like a cube maybe. So that is basically a ledge that he is sitting on. By drawing this ledge, by adding this ledge, I am literally blending the character into the scene. So this ledge is a part of the scene and this character is a part of the scene, okay? And once you have done this, you can start refining your characters, you can start refining your whatever you have drawn, start adding detail on top of it, okay? And there you have it, there is your scene, okay? And once you remove the perspective lines, it all fits right, okay? It all comes together, okay? This literally looks like a scene. So yeah, so practice drawing in perspective like this, practice with boxes, draw cubes in perspective, and just by practicing it for just one time, I assure you, I guarantee it, that you'll be able to draw a scene from your imagination and put characters, any type of characters or any type of objects, be it simple or complex, into that scene. All right, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and 2-point perspective and 3-point perspective are going to come soon after this. So please subscribe and join the Discord. And until next time, I'll see you later. Goodbye.